After a ruling by Motorsport UK, Nikita Mazepin will not be able to compete in the British F1 Grand Prix, potentially jeopardizing his Haas drive. This all obviously stems from the current war that is happening between Russia and Ukraine, and the rest of the world basically cutting off everything to Russia in an attempt to stand alongside Ukraine. Formula One seems to be no exception, as the ban of Russian drivers from competing in various big 2022 races. Stick around to find out all the juicy insider information that you can't find anywhere else. Why this Russian F1 driver was banned from the British GP. Here's everything you need to know. Just last week, David Richards, one of the most respected personalities in motorsport, risked the wrath of Formula One's governing body, the FIA, by barring all Russian drivers and teams from competing in the United Kingdom at the British GP, which is set to take place in July of this year. Within hours following the FIA's ludicrous decision to ignore Russian involvement in Formula One, Richards' organization, Motorsport UK, decided to ban all Russians from competing. That means Nikita Mazepin, the Russian driver for the Haas team, will be unable to compete in the British GP, set to take place this year in July. Russian-backed drivers in lower-level championships will be barred as well. The Haas team is reportedly looking for a replacement for Mazepin, who is 23 years old. Gunther Steiner, the Haas team principal, is said to have privately conceded as such, and he supports Richards' position. In the meantime, Haas will compete in Formula One. For the time being, the team's funding appears to be sufficient. For the final day of testing in Barcelona a few weeks ago, Haas deleted the Russian chemical company's branding. Mazepin's future in Formula One is contingent on the support of Uralkali, a Russian chemicals business where his own father is a large shareholder. Dmitry Mazepin, his father, also has strong ties to Russian President Vladimir Putin, whose assault of Ukraine continues, has disgusted the entire world. On the last day of the first preseason, which took place about a week ago, Haas removed all Uralkali stickers from its car, which significantly resemble the colors of the Russian flag, and the team is evaluating their sponsorship allegiance before next week's second test in Bahrain. Gunther Steiner declared at the time, "Financially, we're okay." Following the news, Haas has declined to comment. Questions surrounding Oscar Piastri, an up-and-coming Australian player who could likely be considered as a replacement for Mazepin, while others on the team claim that existing reserve driver Pietro Fittipaldi is currently at the top of the list for the Russian driver's replacement. As you can tell, the war Russia waged against Ukraine has had not only devastating effects for all citizens in Russia, but has basically ruined these Russian F1 drivers' careers. After the International Olympic Committee advised on Monday that all athletic federations, including the FIA, not accept or allow the participation of Russian and Belarusian athletes and officials in international tournaments, the FIA's decision came as a shock. However, a special meeting of the World Motorsport Council held overnight only went so far as to prohibit international and regional races in Russia and Belarus. Russia's and Belarus's flags, symbols, and anthems are likewise prohibited from being used at any FIA-sanctioned event. Former Russian Formula One driver Daniil Kvyat argued on Twitter before the ruling that Russian athletes should not be penalized for the invasion, insisting that sport should remain beyond politics. "I sincerely hope that this crisis in Ukraine may be resolved peacefully and that we can all live in peace," he said. Blocking Russian athletes and teams from competing in international tournaments is an unjust solution that goes against the spirit of sport, which teaches us to value unity and peace. This seems to be a sentiment felt by so many Russian drivers and professional sports stars, and it's very understandable. Mercedes' questionable new change to their car. Everything you need to know. Mercedes wasted no time reigniting their rivalry with Red Bull, reigniting an ongoing debate throughout the entire F1 paddock with a radical new, quite strange design. Only a week before the start of the Formula One season, Mercedes has unveiled an eye-catching car design. The first day of the preseason testing weekend before the inaugural Grand Prix on March 20th began on Thursday in Bahrain. However, even before a single engine was cranked up, Mercedes' new vehicle design had the paddock talking. F1 has experienced the most significant regulatory change in 4 decades, with teams grappling with new aerodynamic and tire designs. As the teams struggle to discover the ideal formula for speed and consistency, the new regulations have resulted in striking changes in the appearance of the cars. Mercedes-Benz has taken its design to a new level by removing the vehicle's side pods. The purpose of side pods is to direct air into the vehicle, keeping the engine cool. Mercedes' decision to remove them was an unexpected and quite harsh reading of the new rules, according to F1's Motorsport Managing Director Ross Brawn, and their counterparts at Red Bull appear to agree. Mercedes F1 cars have been completely slimmed down to narrow vertical air intakes before blending it into the remainder of the body, maximizing the available floor space. In return for aero advantage, the Mercedes design opts for a higher center of gravity, more adventurous packaging, and cooling. The car now has multiple cooling lures to compensate. Red Bull Racing, which uses a flat-top side pod as part of their package, and Ferrari, which uses a unique packaging technique to to maintain a low center of gravity have very different approaches. F1 Managing Director Ross Brawn said on F1 TV that he did not foresee the Mercedes concept, despite avoiding commenting on the range of looks this season. As you can imagine, this drastic change to the car caused a lot of confusion and anger from some, including those over at Red Bull. Christian Horner, the team principal of Red Bull Racing, has denied making any comments about the legality of the alternate Mercedes W13. Lewis Hamilton's new Mercedes Challenger is said to have been declared illegal by Horner. The statements were first published in the reputable Automotor und Sport magazine. Horner was quoted as saying, "The new Mercedes violates the spirit of the regulations." Since then, Red Bull has published a brief statement disputing the comments. It stated, "Please note, Christian has not spoken with any media or made any comments regarding the Mercedes automobile. They clearly wanted to cover up his comments to keep the peace before the official start of the 2022 season." In response to Red Bull's comments, despite the dispute igniting a new round of circuit politics, Mercedes team chief Toto Wolff defended his no side pod design. "It's evident that bringing an innovation to market can lead to the kind of argument we're having today. That's why it came as no surprise," he explained to reporters. With the 2022 season kicking off on March 20th at the same Sakir circuit, F1 sports director Ross Brawn agreed the design was a hot topic. "It will be interesting to see how this new Formula One car design will perform and whether it will give Mercedes an advantage. If so, then you can expect to see more of these designs from other teams over the coming years. However, it's clear that Mercedes competitors believe the new design isn't legal and doesn't abide by the new 2022 Formula One rules." And there you have it, everything you need to know about Formula One and their ultimate decision to ban Russian drivers from competing in the upcoming races, one of which includes the British GP, which is a huge deal for any professional driver. Additionally, we also touched on Mercedes' strange new car design and whether Porsche or Audi will enter a team or car into Formula One anytime soon. Make sure to let us know your thoughts down below. What do you think of Mercedes' new car? Do you think Russian F1 drivers should compete despite what's going on in their country? Let us know. But if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss any of our new and upcoming content. Thanks for watching.